So when Ivan finally came back in the early morning hours, it really solidified the fact that Alicia was just as involved as Ivan. Apparently, Ivan told her that he had taken Athena's body to their old property in Rush Springs, and Rush Springs is about a 30-minute drive from where they were in Oklahoma. So Alicia's account of the time frame of all of this, based on cell phone data and activity that they later would track, it just didn't match. It was way off, which I'm going to get into in a little bit more here, but the stories already were not aligning. And the reason that I said that it solidified Alicia being just as guilty as Ivan is because when he came back home, he told her exactly where he buried Athena's body. She claimed that he had buried her in the backyard of their old home near a fence line. And just to make sure that he knew the exact location, should he ever need to know it for whatever reason in the future, he told her that he put a large branch that had broken off a nearby tree right on top of the burial site. So this sweet, innocent little girl who trusted him, trusted both of them, and called them mom and dad, was brutally murdered and thrown into the ground with less humility and care than a typical house pet would receive when you do like a yard burial for them. Just buried, forgotten, throw a branch on top of it. And Alicia had days and weeks to come forward to the police and tell them everything she knew. But instead, she just kept posting TikToks, kept trying to be an influencer, kept trying to get famous. And I think what's even more infuriating is that she was starting this whole new relationship as well. She was going on dates, she was spending weekends with this man, acting like nothing was wrong, as if she had no clue, no idea that just weeks prior, an innocent child had died while in her care. Which I can only imagine what this man thought when he heard the news about her. I mean, can you imagine? So after learning all of this information about a potential burial site, the search for little Athena turned into a search to recover her body. So not so much a rescue anymore, but more of a recovery. And that same day, an arrest warrant was filed for Ivan. And based on the fact that Athena had still not been found and the confession from Alicia, they believed that they had every bit of probable cause to arrest him on first-degree murder charges. And when Ivan was finally arrested, he was still in Phoenix with his 4 biological kids. He was booked in Phoenix and then waited to be extradited back to Oklahoma. When the news broke, the whole community was absolutely shocked to learn what Alicia and Ivan were accused of. And we all know, as true crime junkies, true crime consumers, that it's usually the people that you would least expect. But to the people who knew them closest, they just couldn't believe it. Everyone just thought that they didn't fit the stereotype, the type of person and type of people who could even think about hurting a child, especially when they had 4 children of their own.
And he brought 2 kids with him a lot of the times, 1 or 2 kids to work, and they helped him, and there was never, he didn't even raise his voice. I've talked to him several times, I've seen him interacting. He was very quiet and shy, but never raised his voice really, but I never felt like he was anybody that was capable of this. Never. I would have never guessed that. He gave me a ride one time or 2 times maybe, and I'd never felt uncomfortable around him. He didn't even talk really, you know what I mean? He was just pretty quiet, but he was really nice, docile.
A few days later, on January 17th, the news finally broke that nobody wanted to hear. Remains had officially been found on the property that Alicia gave to the authorities. And those remains were believed to be that of 4-year-old Athena. Court documents later showed that her body was found inside a backpack that was then later buried on the property. And the remains were positively identified through DNA as belonging to Athena.